It's time for another episode of Let's Play Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo. And in this episode, we are going to take on the Clock Tower and the Eneomaos Machine Tower. There's a lot of very tricky platforming in this level. The enemies aren't too bad. It's the platforming that's killer. We'll head up here. And this is the first tower. I call this the Eneomaos Machine Tower from Castlevania Curse of Darkness because it's got that feel to it. But it's not too directly clockish like the next one will be. These blocks here crumble, so make sure to jump off those quickly. And always try to kill the enemies from below if you can, because it will make it much easier on you rather than having a direct confrontation while you're on a platform like that gear. Here you're going to have to get to the upper gear and then use your whip to catch onto the hook like so. It's kind of tricky. I made it a little easier than it actually is. Okay, and that finishes up that section. Now we're going to do a little horizontal platforming, but it's no less difficult. These Medusa heads usually don't get in the way too much, so don't worry about them. This gear here, you're going to have to duck immediately like that, and then jump off of it before you fall off of it. And then whip one of these hooks and just start swinging back and forth. You can throw your sub-weapons if you want to. Make sure to duck on that guy, otherwise he'll knock you off the edge. I don't know how many times that's happened to me. Alright, now this I call the Clock Tower. Or the Time Reaper's Clock Tower, rather. Kind of a subtle nod to Castlevania Judgment. Now those gears, obviously, just avoid. The first one you have to duck under. This one you have to stay up top of. With this Medusa, just kind of stay down below it and then go up once it's gone. Now this next section is probably one of the trickiest in the entire game. Once you get rid of this white dragon, you're going to have to try to ascend using these swinging hooks. But I'm going to get every candle in this area, so we'll see if I can make it up here. I've had to retry this a few times. It's pretty tricky. There we go. There's only one candle that I really want, which is coming up. It's the one above us here. It's got a sub-weapon that will make the boss fight a breeze. There we go. And that is the holy water. And you'll see why once we fight him. Whew! Managed to do that. That is tough. If you've ever played this game and you've tried that section, you'll know how tricky that is. One missed swing and you fly off the edge or fall down the pit in the middle. But it's not over yet. Oh yeah, we get to do it again. This one's not as bad though, in my opinion. Although they put the white dragon in a more annoying place right here, so you're going to have to avoid him. But, thankfully, they also put a little secret down in that candle here. A nice rosary. Perfect. You actually don't die if you swing out of screen, as long as you're swinging and the hook is in screen, so you're fine that way. And that's all there is to this section. Let's go take on the boss. Now, traditionally, on the top of the clock tower, the boss is always Death, or the Grim Reaper. However, this game is a bit different. We get to fight Akmodan II. Now, traditionally with the whip, it's going to be tough because he's always shooting projectiles, but as you can see, holy water makes this a ridiculously easy fight. It's insanely easy. You just stand a little distance away and toss some holy waters. He can't. The only way he can get you is if he uses his fireball attack, in which you just kind of have to sit back and wait for it. 1 bar of energy left. Shall I do it? Whew! He was using his fireball. Suck it! It would have hit me. But he didn't, and I beat him perfectly. Nah, nah. Now there's a score bonus. Alright, well thanks for sticking around on this Let's Play. In the next one we fight through the final stage B and see what comes up at the end of the stage. Stick around, it should be an interesting conclusion.